Good morning, students. Let's solve Mathematics Syllabus D, Paper 1, 4024, Variation 12, May-June 2018. This is a non-calculated version, and we are going to solve this today. Okay, question number 1, it says evaluate 4 by 11 minus 2 by 7. So these two are co-prime in the denominator 11 and 7. So to find out the LCM, we need to multiply that. That's 77. 11 goes in 77 7 times, so 7 times 14 minus 7 goes in 77 11 times, so 11 times 2. So on the top, 7 times 4 is 28, and this is 22 divided by 77. So 28 minus 22, that's 6 by 77. So that's the final answer, 6 by 77. Evaluate 0.9 times 0.011. There are two different ways you can do that. One is, let's say, 0.011 and multiplied by 0.9. So 9 ones are 9, 9 ones are 9. So there is nothing you can multiply with. You can multiply with 0, but it's going to be 0, 0. And as you know, on the left hand side, 0 doesn't make any sense. Now, when we are multiplying in the result, in the product, we're going to see that multiplicand and multipliers, how many digits after the point. There is 1, 2, 3 digits, and over here is 1, altogether is 4. So I have to put point 4 digit from the right to left. So 1, 2, 3, 4 point is over here. So the answer is like this. Okay, that's one way to do that. Another way is 0.9 times 0.011 to take this point off. Let's say I want to take this point off. This one, so I'm gonna put 1, and then after that 1 0, so I'm gonna put that 0 times to take this point off 1 followed by 3 zeros, so 1 2 3. On the top, 9 times 11 is 99 divided by, this is gonna be 10 times this, 1 followed by 4 zeros, so it's gonna be 99 1 2 3 4 point, and that, so you can see that is the same answer. Okay, so this answer should be 0.0099. so that's done. Now 2a, Cecil bought a camera for $120. After 2 years he sold it for $90. Calculate the percentage loss. So Cecil bought a camera for this. After 2 years he sold it for $90. So $90 his selling price, given SP equal to 90 and CP was 120 and percentage loss. So according to the question, loss percent would be CP minus SP divided by CP. That's the formula. CP means cost price, SP means sell price, times 100. So in the place of CP, we're gonna put CP is 120. So 120. SP is CP is CP is 120 and SP is 90 divided by 120 times 100. Now if we subtract that, 120 minus 90, that's gonna give me 30 divided by 120 times 100. So 0 0 cross out, this is gonna be 4, and 4 multiplies that, so 25%. Loss equal to 25%. So it's 25% is there. So that's done. Now, some money is shared between Miriam and Nina in the ratio of 2:3. Now, first name is Miriam and second name is Nina. So the way it goes, Miriam's money or Miriam's share is 2, Nina's share equal to 2:3. So Miriam gets 2 part of the money and Nina gets 3 part of the money. Okay, what percent of the total money shared does Miriam received? So we are talking about Miriam. Okay, so Miriam received 2 part out of total part is 2 plus 3. And what is the money? We don't know. Okay, so out of 100%, okay, 100%, whatever the money is, if we take it 100%, Miriam shared 2 over 5 of 100%. So it's going to be 2 by 5 times 100%. So cross it out, it's 20. So 40% money shared by medium. Okay. Given that A is to B equal to 5 is to 6 and B is to C equal to 3 is to 8, find A is to B is to C. The way I love to do it is A is to B, put the equal sign a little further away from B, and then write down 5 is to 6. Now, B is to C. I'm going to put under B is to C. See that empty space for C equals to, now this is 3. So 3 belongs to B. So in this, under 6, I'm going to put 3 is to 8. Now what do I need to do? I need to equal these two things. Okay. See that 6 and 3, I need to equal that. To equal that, since this one is 6 is multiple of 3, so all I need to do, I need to multiply this by 2 to make this one equal to that. So B is to C is going to be 6 is to 16. 2 3s are 6 and 2 8s are 16. Okay. Now you might think why I didn't multiply this side. Okay, I actually I did. It's gonna be 2B is to 2C equal to 6 is to 16. You can see that 2 and 2 cross out, I end up with B is to C equal to 6 is to 16. Okay, so that's done. Now, see that this B is common here, C is common, so I can write down A is to B is to C. And over here is 5. And this one is 6, see? This is 6, 6, 6. So that's 6. And this is going to be 16, the last part, 16. So that's 16. So it's going to be 5 is to 6 is to 16. Okay, so that's done. Now, question number 3. Arrange the 5 numbers in order, starting with the smallest. Say that 0.05 minus 0.3, 1.3 minus 1.2, 0.2. So these are the things. Usually, what do? We actually do it in decimals. Okay, here are 2 decimal places. So this can be written as minus 0.30. This is 0.05. And that's going to be 1.30. The highest decimal place is 2, so we're going to make it 2 decimal places. And this is going to be 0.20. Okay, and we know, remember the smallest first. Among this, we're going to concentrate first with the minus sign. The bigger number with minus sign is the smallest. So minus 1.2. So minus 1.2, that's the smallest. Then I have minus 0.3. What I'm going to write down this thing, don't write down that. Okay, so my suggestion is when you are done with one number, just cross that out. Okay, now I have 3 positive numbers. Okay, now among these 3 positive number, which is the smallest? This is 1.3 and this is 0.2, this is 0.05. So this is the smallest, 0.05. So that's cross out. Among these two, it's 0.2. So that's done. Then 1.3. Okay, so that's that. Now for the 5 numbers, find the mean, and we know mean, we add all the number and divide it by 5. So it's gonna be 0.05, then minus 0.3 plus 1.3 minus 1.2 plus 0.2 divided by 5. Now I can add all those positive numbers, this and this. So that's gonna be, if there are 2 digits, so over here put 2 digits and 2 digits. So what's happened, this 0 plus 5, that gives you 5, and then 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 0 is 5, then over here 0 1, so that's 1.55. Then subtract, and this 2 are subtraction. Okay, so you can add this 2. If you take minus sign common, it's going to be 0.3 plus 1.2. So this is going to be 1.5. So minus 1.5 divided by 5. So again, put 2 decimal place. It's going to be easier for us to calculate. So 1.50. That's going to give us 0.0. So I got 0.05 divided by 5. So when I take this point off, so for this point, we're going to put 1 and followed by 2 digits. So there are 2 zeros. So that's cross out. So what do we got here? We got 1 by 100. So 1, there are 2 zeros, 1, 2. So that's my mean number. Okay. The range of values. Now, range of values, you know that the difference in the largest to the smallest. So if we go on the top of this one, so 1.3 minus 1.2. So it's going to be 1.3 plus 1.2. So it's going to be 2.5. Okay. Either you can do this way or you can subtract this from that. So, but this is okay. 2.5 is okay. All right. Now, next one, y is inversely proportional to the square of x. So what that actually saying, y is inversely proportional to the square of x. Now, this proportional sign, when we take this off and we replace that by equal sign, then we're going to introduce a k, 1 by x squared. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be done. And then some of the other information is given. Y is 10 when x equal to 3. This is k, x equal to 3, so 3 square, so 10 equal to k, and that's 3 square means 9. If I bring 9 to this side, so it's gonna be 10 times 9 equal to k, therefore k equal to 90. Okay, now I can rewrite this formula over here, replacing the value of k. Okay, from here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna write down this equation, y equal to replacing the value of k, that's which is 90, so 90 over x squared. So this is my equation. Now it says find y when x equal to half. So y equal to 90, and what is x? X equal to half, and we know this is square. So this is gonna be 90 by 1 by 4, and 4 gonna go up. So 90 times 4 equal to 360. So that's my final answer. Okay. All right, let's do question number 5. It says factorize 25t square minus 4. Now 25 is a perfect square, so I can write down 5 square t square, and 4 is a perfect square, 2 square. And when this is multiplied and same power we have for both of the number, so we can take power common, and this one I can put it in the bracket, and that's gonna be in the following formula, a square minus b square, which means a plus b, a minus b. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do over here. It's gonna be 5t plus 2, 5t minus 2, a plus b, a minus b. So let me write down that 5t plus 2, 5t minus 2. Okay, next, factorize x square minus 6x minus 3xy plus 18y. Now, if you have to just observe a little bit, if you take from this 2x common, so it's going to be x minus 6. Now, over here, if you take 3y common, x minus 6. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. Take x common, so you're going to have x minus 6, and over here minus 3 and y as well. So you took 3, you took y, so you left out with x, and this plus sign gonna be minus just because you take minus sign common. Now if you divide 18 by 3, it's gonna be 6, and you have taken y, so that's that. From this 2 term, you can take x minus 6 common, x minus 6, and you end up with x minus 3y in another bracket. So that's my factorization, x minus 6, x minus 3y, done. All right, now next one, a rectangle has length 64 millimeter and width 37 millimeter. Let me just draw this or sketch this one. This is gonna be 64 millimeter and this is 37 millimeter. That's what it looks like. This is rectangle. Okay, each correct to the nearest millimeter. So this is not accurate, it's correct to nearest millimeter. Write down the lower bound for length. So this is length. Okay, so when its length is that, correct to nearest millimeter, so I can do plus minus 1 divided by 2. That means half. Since it says lower, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna subtract half from 64. So 64 minus 0.5 is gonna be 63.5 millimeter. Okay, if it was upper bound, we would have add that half. Now calculate the lower bound for the perimeter of the rectangle. Lower bound. Now lower bound means the minimum. Okay, so to do that, See, length I already have 63.5. Breadth, I'm gonna take the minimum or lower bound of that one as well. So same rule applies, correct to nearest millimeter. So 37 plus minus half, and for lower bound it's gonna be 37 minus half. That's gonna be 36.5. Now perimeter, we know the formula is 2L plus B. Now 2L is 63.5 plus breadth is 36.5. Okay, so what do we got here? So 5 plus 5 is 10, 0 carrying 1. So 6 and 1, 7 and 3, 10 carrying 1. This is 4 and this is 6, 10. Okay, so that's 100. So when I take this bracket off, 200 millimeter. So my final answer is 200 millimeter. Done. Alright, triangle OPQ is part of a figure that has a rotational symmetry of order 2 about the point O. Complete the figure. So you have to understand that this looks like a square. You see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. Without that graph, without this diagram inside here, this one has 4 rotational symmetry. You can see that 4 rotational symmetry. Okay, but when I have that, so I'm not gonna having 4 rotational symmetry with this. It says only 2. Now think about rectangle. Okay, rectangle 2 rotational symmetry is when it's rotate 180 degree and another one is 360 degree. Now 360 degree is as good as 0 degree, that initial position. Okay, either initial position or if you rotate it exactly 360 degree, this. So already this one is 0 degree. Okay, I need to find out what it looks like at 180 degree. So if I rotate it, it's gonna be looking something like that. Okay, so from O, if I take the vector, it's gonna be -2 -1 for P. Okay, so remember -2 -1. So from O, I'm gonna use a different color so you can see that what I'm doing. So from here for P, 1, 2, -2 -1, that's my P. Okay, and then go back again. This is gonna be 1, 2, -2, and for Q, 1, 2, -2 -2. Now this one is -2 -2. So 1, 2, -2 -2. I can use the scale to just draw that, and then I'll see that the diagram looks something like this, something like this. Okay, so let's see. It's this one, and when I rotate 180 degree, it's like that, and this is 360 degree or 0 degree. Okay, so this is 2 rotational symmetry. Done. Okay, now the diagram, this diagram shows a circle, its center and 2 chords. Okay, add 1 chord to give the diagram that has 1 line of symmetry. So one of the option I can do, see that if I draw a line through this, okay, this center and that chord over there, okay, then I need to have a chord like that. Okay, so 1 chord to give that 1 line of symmetry. So this is 1 line of symmetry. If I fold it that, it's gonna be that. Okay, so this is one way to do that. Another way, it was like this and it was like this. Okay, now I'm thinking that can I take it's something like this. Okay, something like this. If I do that, see that I might have a line of symmetry, 1 line of symmetry through this. Okay, so you can either draw this or draw this. Okay, I hope it's pretty straightforward and you understand that. Okay, let's do question number 8. Now solve 4 over x minus 11 equal to 1 by 3x. That's pretty straightforward. We just cross multiply it. 4 times 3x equal to x minus 11. This is give away a mark. It's pretty simple. 12x, bring this one minus x equal to minus 11. So it's 11x equal to minus 11. So therefore x equal to minus 11 by 11. When I transpose that and you can cross it out, it's minus 1. So x equal to minus 1. Now question number 9. Express each of the following as a single fraction in its simplest form. So see that I have a and 3 and 2, they are co-prime, so I need to multiply 2 of them when two numbers are co-prime, then to find out the LCM we need to multiply that. So 2 times 3 is 6 and a remains a. Now if you divide 6a by 3a, the answer is 2. So 2 times 2 on the top. And same thing with this one. If you divide 6a by 2a, a cross out, is going to be 3. So 3 times 5. So on the top 4 plus 15. 2 2s are 4. 3 times 5 is 15 divided by 6a. So you get 19 by 6a. Okay, so that's my answer, 19 by 6a. All right, now next one. Here 4 is a multiple of 2. So I can take LCM for known number is 4. And unknown number I have b squared and b cubed. You know that LCM is all the bases with highest power. So b with its highest power 3. Now if you divide 4b cubed by 2b squared, so 2 and 4 cross out having 2, and over here b cubed and b squared having b, so 5 times 2b, and oops, sorry, this is division, I'm sorry. Okay, so it's going to be 5 by 2b squared times, that's going to go up, it's 4b cubed, and this is 15. It does look like, sorry, it does look like a negative, negative sign to me because the print is not so good. So 5 cross that out, 3, and this 2 cross out that 2, and this b, when I take this one on the top in the numerator, so b to the power 3 minus b squared, that's going to give me b. So I got the final answer, 2b by 3. Okay. Now by writing each number corrected to significant figures, calculate an estimation of that. Now 2 significant figures, this one gonna be, see that nothing you can do, it's actually gonna be 1 significant figures, because when it's 2 significant figures, you look at the third one. If it's more than 5 or more than 5, you add 1 to that. So when you add 1 to that, it becomes 60. So this actually becomes 1 significant figures, but in this case, it's okay. Now this one gonna be square root 16 in 2 significant figures. And this one is gonna be, look at the same rule like that. You look at the third digit, that's 8. So when you add 1 to that, it's gonna be 0.30. Okay. Now this one gonna be 600, and this is a perfect square. You know that it's 4. Then to take this one off, that 30, you can write down 100 on the top. So this 0, then this 3 is 20. So it's gonna be 2 4s are 8, and then there are 3 zeros, so it's 8,000. So answer is 8,000. Okay. So next few sums I'll do in my next video. Okay, thank you for watching this, and see you in next video. Take care. Have a good day.